station rules the nation. This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1. This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
I know you're wondering, so where's the team? Sometimes you just allow the team song to just roll on and on. It's Tuesday morning. Sometime a Tuesday become a holiday. Of course, it's a national holiday. May 14, a holiday in Liberia. Oh yes, National Unification Day in Liberia. Celebrated annually on May 14, commemorates the nation's unification following tribal conflicts and independence on July 26 in 1847. And this year's celebration promises to be a good one, healing the past, uniting the present, and raising the future through art culture. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show, the Truth Breakfast Show. This is where national unity begins. Truth FM, the heart and soul of Liberia. It's great to be back on the holiday. In this business, there is no holiday. Yes, we also serve you breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. The love of liberty matters, yeah. Let justice be done to all. Good morning to all of our leaders. When you wake up in the morning, think about a better country, a better people. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts, Maka B. Davis. Together with Richer on a holiday. Good morning to you, Maka. How you doing this morning?
Yes, good morning. Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning to our many
I thought you were playing soccer Saturday morning.
since I bought my kit for practicing,
You playing inside, yeah?
no,
Okay.
so I'm
Okay.
looking for opportunity. You see now, if I started practicing ever since by today, I'm gonna be on the PUL team that gonna be playing at not the unification part,
The
but
Invincible?
the invincible part today. You see, so
They didn't
but
call you for the lineup?
they didn't call me.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't call me.
Okay.
But I don't want to blame the technical team and
Mm-hmm.
coach because they haven't seen much of me. So, I'm an unknown talent. Yeah.
I haven't checked it for the name.
Undiscovered talent. I didn't even see your name there.
Ready?
Yeah. I was trying to question them why I'm not seeing Podolski,
Oh,
the
ready?
striker.
Look at you.
And I know the last time you scored a brace, right?
Yeah, politics enterprise unit. The soccer team politics have not entered. Yeah, but yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's great to be here this morning. Let me use this opportunity to say Happy Unification Day to all of our people in
Mhm.
Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is one of the most important holidays that we should honor and we should observe or celebrate it based on its purpose because this cosmetic thing, people, oh, the holiday, let's go, we deliver speech and all of this. Look, on a serious note, I believe that this is really the time to unify the country. You and I know, and this year's Unification Day
Okay.
should be treated very importantly. You've seen it, is there?
So look. I see why my name is now on the Prince Union team. Yes, Roland Moba. Yes, Roland and I have been going back to back on this elephant thing with Mustafa Raji.
Okay.
So you see what he have done? Yes. Anyway.
The man deleted you.
Yeah, he deleted me.
So every morning you asking question.
Yeah, who replaces? I'll ask him more. So the guy left me off. Anyway, yeah.
A hope Podolski.
Roland Baba and I have been going back on a serious note.
Okay.
Yes. There's a chat room called Talk Football. So he and I have been going back to back. So you see, he did a lineup, and knowing a top goal scorer have been dropped out. Anyway,
you see,
yeah,
how can made a team not to win trophy?
Best of luck.
Personal issues.
Best of luck.
People. Yes. Yes. Like I was saying. Yes. Good morning to all of you. Like I was saying, I think this year's Unification Day celebration supposed to be special, with huge importance attached to it. Understanding the fact that last year we came from election, and we expect that, and as we can see that the country is politically divided. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to ensure that Liberians can once again, and let me say, I hope those who are organizing this program on behalf of the government of Liberia today, because I read something that said people will go there by invitation, because the pavilion is not too large and all of that. That is fine. But I hope the invitation will cut across, okay, to represent the meaning of the day. National Unification Day, we expect that invitation to be extended to people across the country, beyond political lines, regional lines, sectional, whatever lines, that everybody, not every person now, but from all divides, let people have equal representation at the Unification Day celebration. We know that obviously we expect that the former president should be served an invitation. We expect that some former lawmakers, people in the judiciary, people from all political parties, including the CDC, the NPP, the MOVE, and all these other. I mean, when you talk about national unification, that's what we're talking about. So, folks, good morning. Welcome to the show this morning. That is more important thing today than what we said.
Yeah. So this whole country, Maka, before you do your line, that actually needs reburning. So if I disagree with Maka Davis, and Maka is the head of the football team, the next minute he leave one of his best out. Look, this whole press and the guys are going back to back. Anyway, yes, but it's great to be here this morning. It's Unification Day. What Liberia is a divided country. Lehman Bowie said it's a fragmented state. I remember she said that on the Truth Breakfast Show. It's a fragmented nation. I don't know. We wake up with different minds. The guns are silent, but the mindset of the people. Larry Kamalo Bopler tried to bring on changing mind, changing attitude. Say it didn't work.
Absolutely.
Yes, it didn't work. It didn't work. What sort of country are we in? So yes. Anyway, but we right here to serve you breakfast up to 10 o'clock this morning. The president of the Republic of Liberia, hopefully will arrive in the country on tomorrow. And when Joseph Burger arrived, we got a lot of complaints.
Yeah, also.
We'll be laying some people complain to the president. Some of you will just work for, less than 6 months, we'll replace you. We'll replace you. And some of you cut off all of your activities. People don't see you no more. When you out of government, you can miss you. Yeah. Yes, good morning again.
Yes, good morning. And it's Tuesday, May 14, National Unification Day. And coming up shortly will be the health tips with David Coty on the TBS this morning. And this show is again proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan-African Bank. I mean, you cannot regret doing business with these two companies in the country, outstanding institutions in the country, making tremendous impact on the Liberian society. In our studio chat this morning, East International, like we continue to say, have slowed down, especially the laying of the asphalt or the quota. It's been a couple of weeks, if not months now, since we stopped seeing laying fresh quota on the road. We wouldn't see them pouring water on the road to suppress the dust. That is good also, but what's going on? So we'll talk about it this morning. And again, we continue to ask who replaces Mustafa Raji.
Yeah.
This question.
All again, now we call upon. So long. I don't know why they got
do your two terms and go in.
Yeah. Who replaces Raji?
Yes, again, today is National Unification Day. Even though we started pre-discussing the National Unification Day, we'll be asking Liberians to because the country is divided. Are we unified? What are lacking when it comes to national unification? What are the things that are lacking? What are the ingredients that are lacking when it comes to national unification? What are issues that you think are dividing the country the most? Some of the issues. Let's talk about some of these things this morning on the TBS on Truth 96.1 FM. There, they had it so of Liberia, and this is where national unity begins. And most likely we'll just throw a little light on the NEMOT report. Yes, the NEMOT report. They said out of the 107 promises
10.
made, 11 was completed, which constitute 10%. Yes, 10% completion rate. So some are in progress, some there are no available data, and they made serious emphasis on lack of data from I think the Ministry of Public Works. Some of the EMR projects there are not much data, and other institutions. And
Liz as well.
yes, we'll talk about that. And at 8:30 this morning to 9:15, the CEO of Alive Zoe, Francis Wanning, will be our guest on the first segment of the show this morning to talk about vocational training and other activities impacting the lives of young people in Liberia. Again, we in a special way, I'd like to appreciate Francis because he has been doing extremely well with the young people of this country. I think he has empowered thousands of them, which is good. It's good for people to be independent, work for themselves, and earn their living in dignity. So Francis will be here. He already has my request on May 21st.
Okay.
They are supposed to be having some kind of event, and the venue that he posted, I told him I'm going to be a special guest at that event, and I must be a special guest at that event.
At the venue, right?
Yes,
Guest speaker?
because of the venue. I just want to be a special guest. Oh, I
Okay.
just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Granted.
Already I want my invitation at all.
No,
They
the invitation will be given around the show.
facilitate my going,
Okay.
take care of my
That's more package, you.
take care of my laundry.
Yeah. Your whole
I-
DSA.
I don't know whether we'll sleep there or we'll not sleep there, but I really
Which
will
country is
sleep
that?
there.
Which
I
country
think
is
somewhere
that?
around Cape
Oh,
Mount.
Great Kid Mount.
Yes, the
Okay.
Wakala Echo Lodge.
Yeah. my second
They
county.
want, yeah, I will protest again for life in the country
No.
if I don't make it on the trip.
Yes. We don't want to say media blogger, but it's confirmed.
Yeah, so Francis will be here this morning, and we'll talk more about youth activities, his vocational training opportunities in the country. 9:15 to 10. No, 9:15 will bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. 9:20 to 10 o'clock this morning. National politics. Former District 6 Representative candidate Milton Yoko will sit with us on the last segment of the show. The top talking Milton.
Yeah.
Milton Strong.
Yeah.
trying. The minister of youth and sports say you can get me at any point in time, so anything just get to me. Minister, not everything will get to you. So because sometimes I'm not talking about us on the show now. Some people who have some concerns to raise, they will not reach to you all the time because obviously not everyone call you a peak. So when some of these national policy issues come out, you expect people to come and discuss it, and you can take clue from there. Whether there are needs for correction, you make correction. If there are needs for clarity, you make clarity, and we move. So that's it. So Milton will be our last segment guest this morning on this Unification Day. In the midst of all country first, let's unite this country above political lines. In fact, for me, the biggest factor of division in the country now is politics. The biggest factor of division in the country now is politics. To the extent that, in fact, the youngest of people who used to go to Bible study, how they call it, Bible study, Sunday school, they prefer going to the intellectual center, the Ataisha, to start learning politics at a very small age, which is not bad. I mean, enhance the quality of democracy and all of that. But over there doing politics brings division. I think we are witnessing that in this country.
Yes, beautiful lineup. You don't know it all. And politics have not entered the press view of Liberia.
Oh, that's what you receiving?
Yeah.
But how any coach in a
Yeah.
red man will leave
And look at the squad side man called.
Podolski, They met, in fact, not only because of your name Podolski, not because you are only rappers.
My scoring ratio on the team.
Yes,
That's why.
in fact, your latest performance, your latest game you played,
I score a brace.
yes, it is attempt to say Messi score 100, then the next game Pep Guardiola say Messi not play.
Drop out.
So the say will come grab you and put you also.
And I mean, the whole country it needs rebranding. Yes, Liberia needs rebranding. We take people personal matter, we put ourselves into it. Anyway, but again, we're right here on the Breakfast Show. This is the Truth Breakfast Show 96.1. As I'm speaking, you see the calls I'm receiving from coaches all around. Yeah. Now we can play professional football.
People want you on loan.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna negotiate with me now.
Oh, my local manager.
Yeah, local manager.
Yes. The TBS. Let's get help tip. They were going to send me some kind of crazy message. I should take his mouth on his tenure position business. Because Musa Belen said, let him open that mouth. I just received that text
From David. David said, move your mouth.
Move your mouth on my tenure business. When Joseph Burkhead arrives in the country on tomorrow,
We'll let David complain.
we'll let David Kote complain. They did too much now.
The whole union
Yeah.
also basically are moving from there ever since he go there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't know it. Central Bank, you want to be CBL governor.
He wanted to go to Ministry of Maintenance. We're not ready to establish Ministry of Maintenance yet.
No money for that.
Yeah, he
No
want to go
money
to Central
for
Bank. No way.
No,
He
no.
said he want to go to Election Commission, so he is take over.
The work director, bro.
He is take over ceremony. You just announced that my people opposition party they all know the other unity party got finished at 12 years.
Look at that.
People,
And let me just announce to the public on Thursday, right? We are doing our own comprehensive report on this whole ArcelorMittal thing.
okay,
Yes. So we want to announce to the public on Thursday
Mhm.
who is making the error, those who are protesting, whether the fault are coming from ArcelorMittal themselves
Yes.
or from our officials, whether they have been given back as part of the MD agreement, will come with a full comprehensive
Yeah, like I
report.
mentioned yesterday,
Mhm.
we needed to go further, deeper into
Yes,
this thing and
yes.
bring to the public what
Yes.
exactly the issues are.
Yes.
Yes,
The
so-
MDA agreement, whether Meta has been doing it from George Weah government up to present, giving back all those things they have said in the MDA agreement, we'll go through it. Please, those of you listening, Yekepa, I want to appeal to you. Give us up to Thursday.
Exactly.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. For Western Cluster on, all work have now stopped.
Yeah.
But let's remember, Meta is our biggest revenue contributor in the
Yeah.
country. So the last 4 or 5 days, stopping them mean government are not been raising anything.
Almost a week.
Almost a week.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll bring you some great deal of information concerning what's happening there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so just before we can start the show, let me see.
Yeah, they hold on, just wait. The coaches too, they're still calling me.
no,
No,
that,
I
no,
don't
that,
want
that
to-
they bring out the help tape.
Yeah,
Come
the
on,
coaches are still calling me. Yeah, they want visiting Roland Mobile have done, They say who replaces Muzaffar Raji have gone to him. So he dropped me from the press union team. Anyway, there is reactionary quote is here with our help till this morning on the Truth Breakfast Show. Good morning to you, Abbas.
To you, good morning to Ambassador Davis. I remember when you're making noise this morning. People that ever play real football. When I was number 5 for SDA, and look, the people on certain thing, you just for a little journalist thing, you're making noise. Anyway, they helped you today. Do you know whether you have diabetes or not? If you don't know whether you have diabetes, and you are drinking drinks and eating foods that you're not supposed to eat, you will surely be part of the 1.5 million people that die every year globally. In fact, let me explain what 1.5 is. That's 1,500,000 people who die every year because they have diabetes. Foods are good, but if you have diabetes, be careful which one you eat. Now, there are 7 foods that you should not eat if you have diabetes. Listen carefully. You don't care to be tested. You don't, whether you have it or not, you don't know, but you just keep eating. You just keep eating. Be careful. 7 foods you're not supposed to eat if you have diabetes. But first, what is diabetes? Diabetes is a group of diseases that result in too much sugar in the blood. Yes, too much sugar in the blood. Getting tested for diabetes is important because You might be eating fruits you're not supposed to eat. Now, these are the 7 fruits. Number one, bananas. Bananas are packed with carbohydrates and fiber, which can affect blood sugar level. Be very careful with bananas. Or you get grab 4 5 eat every day, stop. Number two, mango. Mango has 36 grams of sugar. It should be considered occasionally. Now, it does not mean you can't eat banana at all or mango at all, but it should be considered occasionally. Once in a while. Don't make it everyday business. Number three, pineapple. It has 46 grams of sugar. Oh yes, be very careful. Number four, cranberries, especially when it is processed in a form of juice. Cranberry juice, be very careful. All right, number five, watermelon. Be very careful. This one is high. The GI of watermelon is 72. And I have told you before that when it is low, it is between 1 to 55. Once it passes 55, it's trouble. It can stock up blood sugar very quickly. Number six, lychees. Those are small, but they have 29 grams of sugar. They taste like strawberry, but they're very dangerous also if you have diabetes. I'm not saying that these fruits are not good to eat. I'm talking about people who have diabetes. Big, don't eat them. Number seven, and that's the last one, grapes. Grapes are looking so beautiful. They're so sweet. The green, the black, the red, they look so fine. Sometimes you see what you and say, you get by the hold you and start eating. You just keep eating because it's sweet and looking nice. But if you have diabetes, be careful. Remember this. For good health and longevity, it is important to have a consistent sleep schedule. Don't overlook it. If you want to live long and have good health, have a consistent sleep schedule. I wake up 10:30 every morning and wake up 6:30 every morning. You have the same thing. Not just anytime you want to sleep, anytime you want to wake up. No. It is important to have a minimum of 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. That's the second one. Besides sleeping consistently, you must have enough sleep schedule. Oh yes. Don't go to bed 3 hours and wake up, you see, you think you're knowing. No, you're not knowing, you're killing yourself. People with irregular sleep time could increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Now you hear that? Those of you who don't have consistent sleep time, you go to bed any hour, 11 o'clock, then you wake up 5 o'clock. The next day, 9 o'clock, you wake up 10 o'clock. Yeah. Once you don't have a consistent sleep time, you will have a heart disease. And heart disease is the number one killer around the world today. Now, the second one, not having an adequate sleep time of 7 to 8 hours at night can affect your ability to think. Oh yes, you don't have 7 to 8 hours of sleep time, it can affect your ability to sleep. To think. It can also lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart failure, cancer, and stroke. So don't play with it. If you think it's a bluff, you sleep for just 2 hours a day or a night, sometimes 3 hours a night, and you think you know you're not man. So getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night is not by choice. It is a must. It is by fire, by force. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I like how you as well. By fire, by force. I told you I was a Pentecostal pastor.
Oh,
Derek, thank you, man. Thank you. Have a good holiday. Maybe we'll stop by today.
Yeah, absolutely.
After the show, just
After
go.
the show, we'll just go to David place and
Yes.
visit him. You can have a friend that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they will be expecting us.
Yeah, we'll stop the community we said. Say, please take us to your Nigerian friend. We started OPS from community we said house. Right? Yes, this is the True Breakfast Show 96.1. Thank you so much. The health tip is a regular feature again. I've been getting a lot of text messages on this whole ArcelorMittal thing. You all know Truth FM. Give us today, tomorrow, we'll come up with our own a full comprehensive report. Yes. Who's blaming who in terms of what is the fault is for ArcelorMittal, or there are people behind people to do protests, to move one of the highest revenue investors in our country. So give us up to Thursday I've been receiving lots of calls in Nimba, in Grand Bassa, and even in Bon County where the train passed through. So give us up to on Thursday. Yes, we'll have a full comprehensive. Yes, let's bring the attention of from um, the Minister of Public Works to this whole East International. Good morning to you, Roland. Roland Giddens. Roland, how you doing this morning? I'm sure you're having some coffee break. Yes, you know when you're at work, holiday bumps up, the kids around with you, sit on your table, but no business as usual. Want to bring the attention of East International. This company is have been with this one RIA rule construction. It's good that those of you who are working today, it's a holiday, you home, your cars have been having lots of owner carrier problem because of this one rule for more than 4 years now. So with our own observation, and I know East will not do this if they want to prove us wrong. They're not going to take journalists to go and tour down there. Yes, because maybe our camera will capture some things we don't want to see. But I don't want to believe they still have um, extensive materials to cover the entire project. No. So if you look at what is happening on the East Road, they just keep grading the road over and over, and we're close. We're already in the rain season. So I want to call the Ministry of Public Works, the EPA. You bring these people, put there and tell us, look, how far is this project? What is happening? Let Liberian people know. Every morning, what you see is on the rehab, on the RIA highway, you just see this truck will just be watering the road, because the community dwellers already complaining about the pollution of the dust, right? So that's what they are doing every morning. So Roland Giddens, good morning to you. This one, I'm appealing to you. The same way Joseph Boyka, spoke to you when you went to Western Cluster and bringing the East International people to you.
I think the legislature should be returning next week.
Thursday this week? Or
Yes,
next week?
yeah, I think next week
Okay.
or so. But I think they need to call East along with the Public Works Ministry team to go and explain some issues to the Liberian people concerning the RI road project. Yes, because I mean that is the responsibility of the legislature. They have the oversight responsibility. If there are certain things happening and the people are raising concern about it, they have to call on the institutions responsible to explain to the Liberian people what exactly are the issues. I remember last year this same issue when it came about when East was invited at the legislature, especially I think at the Senate.
Mhm.
They mentioned issue of some lack of technical capacity, lack of financial capacity to pre-finance, and these were things they raised at the time. And during that time, I recall some members of the Senate said there was a need to review the concession. If need be, it can be council or there should be new company contracted to do the road and all of that. Later on, I don't have much detail. However, it happened, East continued to do the road project.
Mhm.
So again, we are observing as media people, including even people, Liberians who reside along that whole belt, they agree with us that East is not laying a quota, that will say it, and they are just putting rock and putting dirt and all along the road. In fact, people with vehicles along that road are complaining about issues that are happening with their cars. They are going to garage almost every week,
Yeah,
sometimes twice a
on
week,
Ankara.
and
Yeah.
all of that.
Mhm.
So, I mean, let's hear from them because at some point in time we place calls, nobody will answer to even get in contact with the people. Difficult. They want to protect by hiding information, all of that. So, if the legislature summon the management of East International along with authorities of the Ministry of Public Works to go and explain to the Liberian people what the state of the project was going on. Uh, are they short of some materials and all of that? They didn't explain that the Liberian people know. But from our observation, this is why we can say that East appears to be shutting on some materials. That's why the work is being slow, especially in laying the final layer of the road.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, the final layer of the road. I mean, let the Liberian people know what is happening, man. It's international. What? Yeah, so, and this road phone thing of who has the road phones,
Mhm.
wait for Joseph Boyka to return home. All right, because we have seen a communication from the Minister of Public Works writing ahead of the road fund, Josita Wentu, telling us to continue with our work. We have that communication in our possession. After President Joseph Boakai have appointed Hensi Kezulu, say, look, you are the new head of the road funds, and the Minister of Public Works went on to write the lady and say, well, please continue. Let's wait for the president. I said, when Joseph Boakai arrives, we have yes, and all these people who are speaking is of facts. We have copies of that letter. There are companies, SFF. These companies, they criticize this company back then. Say, well, the CDC government gave a lot of contract, and today SFF have been given more contracts with most of our roads. So when the president returned, a lot of things on our thanks, Maka.
Yes, and despite the 100 days delivery, which major focus was on road rehabilitation, being an urgent part of the president's project for 100 days, we also believe that there were needs that these contracts that were awarded go through the Public Procurement Concession Commission procedures, to meet up with, the principles of law, because we can just wake up one morning, just see one company just awarded maybe some kind of 3.5 million, 4 million, and say, oh, y'all do the other road corridor, just like that. So it needed to have gone through some of these procedures to ensure that they are done properly. So again, like we said, we are doing continual check on some of these issues, and we'll come out with it as we talk about this entire road fund issue. That road fund, as you are aware, is super vast, or it falls under the Ministry of Finance and Development.
Not the Ministry of Public Works. Yeah. So why the Public Works Minister, right? It reminds me, Maka, when Senator Simeon Taylor wrote and instructing Western Cluster and say, yeah, continue your operation.
And I don't know what the finance minister is saying about that.
Yes.
Okay, Minister Boyma Kamara, these are some of the issues that when they are coming up in the media and you are hearing it from people, you need to quickly intervene and get to understand clearly what's happening. Yes, because we understand that there were some options on the table, especially after the elections, after the inauguration, everything this lady returned. There were, I think, 4 options, and the last option she accepted was to take pay
and leave. Yeah, so we also have in our possession communication. Her lawyer wrote and said, well, let the government pay you off and leave. But again, the Minister of Public Works sent another communication, give the lady the confidence, say, remember, you can stay in office. You can stay in office. You got my backing. That's what happened. So
nothing happens. Nothing happens for nothing.
Yeah,
so whether they are using the road fund for other means or funding from there for other projects and stuff to be replaced later, whatever, we don't know.
But the Public Works don't control the road funds. Yeah, that should.
So
it's a clear cut.
They could only be implementing maybe rehabilitation or maintenance funded by the fund. So that is just a part of it. They are not the one who control what should happen or supervise the activities of all the administrative activities of that fund. So
but I got plenty of complaint when you arrive. So here is a communication. Let's give a gist, and then Thursday will do the communication. Her lawyer wrote and said, well, you can leave the job, but government should pay you up. But the Minister of Public Works on February 27, after 1 month now, wrote Mrs. Josita Nuvia Wento, okay, National Road Fund, Pin Avenue, Cinco, Monrovia, Republic of Liberia. On February 27, dear Mrs. Nuvia Wento, please accept my compliments as a right to have you informed that the newly appointed Chief Executive Officer of the National Road Fund will be heading. Look, this communication is something very, very terrible. If you read the communication, the Minister of Public Works is telling Mrs. Nuvia Wento, please don't leave the position. Henry Kezulu is concentrated, is focusing on the transitional team. It's laughable. Don't leave the position. If you read this communication, Kazulu, who Joseph Boyka have appointed in this position to head the road for, Kazulu is now concentrating on the transitional team so you can stay in office. That's what the communication is saying.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll tell the president, saying, that's why I say there's a little split within the Unity Party. Everyone talks about LTA. No one's talking about Hensi Kazulu.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're in the road for thing.
Absolutely. So, and I think it should raise concern for the administration.
Yeah.
Yes. Why the LTA issues are important, the
Mhm.
governance commission, these are
Important.
considered priority.
Mm-hmm.
What about the road fund?
The road
A
funds.
very technical and critical, crucial area.
Road funds. And Minister Giddens, I'm seeing bulk of chat rooms where you didn't support the United Party all along, but I mean, you pop out Minister of Public Works, and this is a man Kazulu who have been back and forth. Look, United Party got votes because of Henry Kazulu. In case you don't know, he's one of the main person that was on the ground campaigning just everywhere. And with this communication, I guess when the president sees it, the president have appointed, and you saying no, you telling the lady who is there, say no, continue. This man who the president have appointed, he's busy. So just continue your work. It's a sad thing. And as we speak, Kazulu, no one is saying nothing within the United Party. And we'll bring this to the president attention as he return from the US Business Summit. Yes, let's see if we can get a few calls. I'll speak to your leader. This is the Truth Breakfast Show. It is a national holiday. We yet to see our guest, Francis Vanning. So let's pick a few calls up.
Yeah, 0770202579. I mean, do we believe that the country is unified? Are we united? Is the country divided?
Please answer this question.
Answer these questions. 0770202579
and 0777-285-961. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm,
Yeah,
go
good
ahead.
morning.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much for the question this morning. Thank you, what people are doing for us every morning to bring the information to our doorsteps. But with the issue this morning, I don't really know what to really say about it. But with the issue about Henry Kazulu, I know what the guy is doing. What the government minister did is the whole portion because it's not, But when it comes to Henry Kazulu does not have any other face to say here. He's only truly supporting everybody. Let me not tell you. Even when the information came up,
Forget about Kazulu.
Information.
Don't forget about Kazulu. You call
Good
Kazulu,
morning.
you'll see United Party all in here. Yeah, running back and forth. I mean,
Good morning.
good morning. Ambassador Michael David and Secretary Oni Roberts.
On Unification Day, this young man is calling from Unification City.
My name is Aloysius P. From Junior. I'm coming this morning from Lower Backley County. This morning I called to speak to the head of the LDC.
Oh. So the Unification Day basically we talk about that. Hello.
Elijah's. Elijah's. Hold on. Wait. Let me just say this thing, all right? We have been receiving a couple of text messages, even from our ManGivi correspondent, Erin Keto, right?
Mm-hmm.
We said we are going to investigate. I mean, what are the meters? Is now been sold on a regular price? We'll definitely investigate, please. Okay.
Yeah, let's take more calls.
Yes.
0770202579. Like we said, today's National Unification Day. We want to get a view of Liberians concerning this national unification issue.
Let's try this.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Remember, let me get good morning to the Uber. Remember, this is Tony B.
Mm. 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 They don't talk about unification today. You're still talking different politics. Oh God.
Look, this brings me to my attention. What Lima Bowie say is, I mean, it's a fragmented country.
This country.
You tell the colors.
Let's talk about national unification. They bring it. I told you the biggest factor of division in this country is politics.
Yeah.
The biggest factor of division in this country is politics. Everybody that politician. Good morning. Please move away from the noise. Stay away from the noise. Hey, did not be brother business. Good morning. Let me take this one.
Yeah, there you be on the line. You got limited.
Take David. I think the call is blocked.
Yeah, let's see if we can pick him over the line. Yes, Derek, go to you live. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on. Something.
Yeah, something
An ad is running somewhere.
Yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead now.
All right, thank you. Unification is important because this country needs to be unified. The only way this country can grow is if we are united. The unification monument was built in Baltimore way back in the 60s. I think it's still there, or the war carrier, I don't know. But the advice I have to give to politicians today is this. Government job is not your entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not your right. When you serve your time finished, go sit down. When other people come to serve, support them. Don't be in this disinformation and misinformation campaign because of late campaign money. When people have looked at this country and saved their billions abroad, they come and toast.
Ready to talk. Be very careful. So this country will not go anywhere if we don't stop the misinformation and disinformation campaign. We have suffered so long. It should be a disgrace and a shame that we are 176 years old and we still don't have electricity even in the capital city. We don't have safe drinking water. This should be our thinking. Let's worry about it. Stop thinking that a government job is your entitlement. Start giving people money to lie on people. Government job is not your entitlement. Your time finished, go sit down. Let's be united. The country is too old to be so backward. Like I always tell people, when I'm celebrating my birthday, I don't dance, drink, and smoke. What I do is I reflect. I say to myself, okay, I'm 20 years old today. What have I achieved in my 20 years? The next 5 years from now, what will I achieve? That's what I worry about. So Liberia should be worried now about how everybody can have electricity, how everybody can have safe drinking water, good roads, good hospitals. We don't have it because of need and Marcus saying that politics. Your time finished, you still vex. You're using money for people to make the government look bad. Nobody's seen a criticism a bad thing.
Okay.
That's nice.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. Before your BB go, okay. Yeah, we'll invite the studio very soon. Let's bring on. I missed the voice of Ibe Plaki. Ibe, good morning. It's great hearing you. Unification Day.
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to say happy unification. But I have a different view about this whole unification. I think, in the first place, we should scrap everything up. We should remove it. We should remove it for several reasons. We don't need a special day for unity. In fact, I don't even believe that this country is divided. What we need in this country is to, once you give to the people what they need, and David touched on some. People need jobs, and people need better health care. People need security. That's all here. But the thing, every 6 years we'll have election. The fact that we have more than 10 political parties, it just shows that we all will not come together. But when I see people talking, this country is divided. This country is not divided, in my opinion. It's not divided. People who are not politicians and they are business people, they just need a space to do their business. People who are religious people just need a space to do their religious affair. People who are students, just give them the opportunity to go to school. So what the government of the day gives to the people, what belongs to them, you won't see all these things happening. For example, If you have a quota from Menicoma coming all the way to Bond County, and the people can bring their goods from the farm and sell and go back, you think people will have time for I will say, and this? If you have electricity all the way in Grand Cells, River Cells, all in the bushes, and the people are getting the benefit of the electricity, you think people already have time? So for me, the whole thing, the country is divided. I really don't believe that the country is divided because ever since they will go for election, and there will be different ideas. But what the country needs is for the cake to be divided evenly. If not evenly, but people should benefit. It would you as a journalist need a space to operate. Give him a space. Don't harass him. Don't intimidate him. Don't bring him to a place where you get frustrated. Just give him the space if that's what he loves doing. So when we all obey all of these things here, because no matter what we do, we will always have different ideas. But that does not mean we are divided. I come from the Unity Party. I should respect somebody from the Liberty Party, and that person should respect me. So the issue about division, it's just the word that we use. But Liberians are united. Just give people jobs. That all. Give people jobs. When you have jobs provided, you won't have people having most of the problem that we have here.
Okay.
Provide X-ray machine, provide the equipment in the different hospitals. So people will not be going to people will not be going to India. You think that we have all of the machines that Ghana, India, and America have, if not all, but 90%. You think all of the cases that people do here, today we're talking about DJ Lomel, a strong partisan,
Mm-hmm.
strong partisan,
Mm-hmm.
who brought Joseph Barker and Jeremiah Kuno.
I listened to you and Chris yesterday doing an SOS
The
call.
man has come down with stroke in redemption, in late night redemption. Nothing is in redemption. This man is there. You think if we have good machine here to resuscitate that man, you think you'll have problem? So I don't think the country is very divided, which I what we need to keep moving on and move the whole unification because you can't intellectualize the thing called unity. Give what the people need, in my opinion.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abel.
Thank you. Let's take Prince Kolake this morning. Prince, good morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me say happy unification day to the both of you in studio. Like you said, I'm Prince Kolake. I have different view to the view of my big brother I just left the land. The issue about the whole unification day, it was after 1960. We mean 65 years ago. And but the idea for which it was legislated, I don't think it was giving job or providing medication to the Liberia hospital. If you look at Liberia, the country is divided. Look at Nima and Grand Chile, my own home. There are laws dispute between the two countries. Though we are interrelated, but there are laws in dispute. Look at the Manigos and Dalapa or McGill and Mano. There are quote-unquote another dispute. So the sole purpose of this was to what? To unite the people. At this on this day, let's get certain tournament in certain village that have a law either land dispute or certain dispute, and then bring the people together, have time or meeting. But it's have we done it? No. From the day of Genesis up to present, no government has lived up to the expectation for which the technical law was enacted. Every year, May 14 should be the day that we should have tournament. We just came for election. You know what happened in Lofa? We know what happened in Somalia job. We know what happened around here. We want to see political parties coming together this day, playing a tournament, having that place January, reconciliation. Let's that bottle together. Let's drink our pound one together. But have we done it? No. Government go, government can. If it's seen, the true essence of this identical unification day has not been met. In conclusion, if any of those people are to wake up today from that grave and observe this day, I think they will regret what they have been after it because it has never went in that working with all on Joseph Barker government. Next unification day, that we bring this tournament instead of very that long dispute, like dispute or country dispute, at least it will be okay and it will prove that this day the sole purpose of it being crafted is them met. 65 years ago, no government has lived up to stand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
celebration from History Day. So, the Nation Day celebration, I would like to urge sectors that are on the motorcycle sector that today the National Police and the motorcycle will be having a tournament the profile and that of the team, the president of Liberia. And you know, that's all going in
You're lucky I was struggling on our list. I think I was struggling for those skin out there. I want your draw.
I've been facing problems in this country also. The motorcyclists have been facing issues with the police and even the press journalists have been crying the end of security. So I think the tournament today was unify the city sectors and the police is working in collaboration with everybody to keep the atmosphere of this country peace. So I think and I want to urge all cyclists as we Corinthians, let us go there into a peaceful mind, let us go there into the name of that unity. And the thing for this unity or the thing for this celebration which was the orator will lead is vice president, I think it is 19 the past, right? So I think we can go there into a peaceful mind, let's look at perception from the public and motorcyclists are like this and like that, and let's start to erase that.
Okay.
And we try to keep it. So thank you very much.
Let's speak to the James Colley. Council, good morning.
Good morning, Oni. How are you doing?
Great, go ahead.
Happy Independence Day to you. The problem Liberia has is new mentality. Liberian men educated and Liberian men are not educated. You can't draw distinction between the lines. Liberians are living in America more than any other country. America is just looking like Israel. When you go there, you come out, you should be holy. But on the contrary, Liberians go to America, they come here, they can't bring any unity, they can't bring any peace. They want to say, me, I, and my children. The people don't have love for this country. If they got a G for Liberia, they will sell the country by now. Let me repeat, if Liberia were having G, the title D, they will have sold this country by now and they go stay
Okay.
God help you and
Okay.
God bless.
Amen. Council, what? So, anyway, but as we close up on this thing of the unification day, I think the day says should cut across the country. If the press union is playing the motorcyclists in the Liberian National Police, not just to be in Boston alone, the people in Nimba, in Mangibi, in Kidmount, what will have problem before at B Mountains, in other counties in Grand G there, they should also have similar thing because I mean all of the journalists, the PUL, the whole country, but you won't have everybody coming to the unification park. So next time, let's plan it, let it cut across the entire country. Yes, but for now, one of the things you saw, guess just coming in, this is a holiday. The CEO for Live Zoe, Francis Vernon,
How will Ravi come?
and Kilma. And Maga, if you don't be first on our list,
I don't want to be there.
if you don't be first on our list,
Special guest.
and go see Macante,
Special guest. Martha Davis.
and go and see like Piso for yourself. Yes, good morning to you, Mr. Funny. We're cutting the car already. Let's confirm Maga invitation, booking, transportation. I remember the 4th STL. Let's confirm it before we proceed.
Yeah, man, I got
You're politician now, you know you can't. I've been facing all the battle cry, thinking where to start from. Let's confirm the man.
It's just like
Uh-huh.
when I saw the guys of beating the quarter joint around you.
Okay.
Me, I know that any part going to be sitting Javi.
Oh no, that was just fair. They were cheering me up.
So Maka is going to be on a trip,
Very
and
good.
we just need to know his timing because we leave early. And
Don't worry. It seems that you're leaving. I think that all are leaving.
So it's just about promoting that side of.
They say Wakala Echo Lodge, you say time. Go in, don't worry.
and our parents went from that
First,
side.
you still talking like a politician. They kind of doubting.
No,
Yeah,
but
man.
I concluded with my
Yeah,
dad
speak of the authority, like David Curtis,
already.
Yes, so my guy is going to be on the trip.
My guy's gonna be the trip,
If it was sleep
get the
room,
money, and then that's all.
correct.
Okay,
Man, let me talking like
that's all.
let's see my friend. Yes, Kelly. Anyway, yes. Good morning, Highs for Life, Zoe.
Oh, Collab is doing well. And we just hosted our 30th Queen contest, and we have Miss for Life now. These are programs that help to foster the peace in our institution and help us get some resources to see how best we can improve the institution.
Okay.
Actually, we are doing well. A month ago, we just put out our 29th graduating class,
Okay.
having like close to 150 plus young men and women that graduated from the program.
Okay.
So 2 months from now, we'll be putting out close to 250 plus because the number have doubled young men and women.
Francis, tell us. I mean, considering the vision you had before starting this thing, in the middle part of it, and where you are now, I mean, what's the impression? How do you feel now about this whole for life thing? I mean, the name for life is almost. I mean, it is a brand in the country. A lot of young people want to benefit from the knowledge, the skill training, and all of that. I mean, just reflect on the beginning and where you are now.
Uh, I'm so happy for this current location we are. I'm so happy for the level of achievement. Initially, I never had the thought seeing for life going to this level. It was just all about creating avenue where new young men and women in the community can learn just a temporary stuff in Lokintown, Didicon area. But seeing the level we have reached, I'm so happy for that. Because one of the things in for life we say we refuse to be limited. So initially when we trained the first 8 person in Seyon Town,
Mhm.
I thought it was to expand to other community because I seen the need of people. You know, at that time, 8 years back, this month make for life 8 years.
Okay.
Yes,
Congratulations.
yes, and training more than 9,000 plus young men and women. So with the eagerness of the public to learn more things, that's how we keep expanding from one location to another, from one program to another. And now we have more than 15 different skill training that we offer for life. And these are all jobs that you earn good money. And we have qualified instructor. Just few days ago, our instructor went to represent Liberia in Togo, one of the biggest chefs in the country. So we get these guys who have experience to work in our institution. That help our institution to go from one level to another.
Okay. Well, that is great. Talk about the latest graduation. I mean, was it a success? Considering how many persons entered, how many persons successfully came out, and as well as a queen contest. Why queen contest?
This is a place where we help give back to our student, right? Like if your class win the contest, the entire class got a scholarship.
Okay.
Yes. So it's all about giving back to the student. Even though they are doing their little, their $5, their $10, but we give more than what they even give back to us. So for example, we'll have like $5 for each person to pay for the Queen Contest fees. And then if your class win, we give you like close to 100 USD worth scholarship.
Okay.
So it's all about making it to understand that you can give back and the school also can do more. So it's an avenue that was created to have some fun.
Okay.
That's the major thing about it. And then the graduate we had this content, it was so impressive from the driving department. Remember, for life, driving department is the best driving school in the country right now. We have qualified instructor and we take time with those that come to learn. And then the good thing about the driving area, the money is very little, 75 USD for 2 months. After graduation, you are privileged to come back to for life and drive our car free of charge. All you need to do is just buy your gear because we noticed that many young guys after graduation, they forget about driving.
Okay.
So that
Like they forget the knowledge.
yes,
Okay.
for example, if you are not driving regularly, 1 year, 2 year, you may not forget totally, but in terms of starting, so we create a platform where after graduation, you come back every month, 1 or 2 times, you test the car. Every month, 1 or 2 times, you test the car to keep it
And
informed.
that is free of charge.
Yeah,
Just
buy your gas
okay.
and get on the car and drive. That's what we've been doing to help the young people.
Okay. You want to talk about some of the other programs you offered? Most of the time we've heard about this about just septic tank. We've heard about the driving. You care to mention other programs?
Oh yes, we have the air condition and the refrigerator installation program.
Okay.
Well, young men, because you notice the heat wave in Liberia, and from the survey from most of our partners, those guys that import goods in, we noticed that the increase of air condition are triple over the years.
Okay.
Many homes, many young guys are now getting air conditioning. But the question is, how many Liberians know about air conditioner repair and installation? And these are things that you can do in less than no time. So for I run that program for 6 months, it was like 250 US. We dropped it down to 150 US for 6 months. And then you pay by installment, small. And the work is intensive practical work. So with that, you now have many young guys being employed because the unemployment rate in Liberia is on an increase. It's on an increase. And if the government never going to, retract the statement or reduce the no-go zone area, that unemployment rate going to increase to a higher level.
Okay.
So with the vocational skill, it help the young guys to earn money easily. Like the biodigester you mentioned earlier,
Mhm.
that department produce the highest company in Liberia right now. Every year, every cycle, like every 3 months we produce graduate, every cycle we produce not less than 4 to 5 companies. So in total of 30 companies that have been created just for that department. So for life, it's all about helping the young
So
guys.
sometimes the graduates collaborate and set up something.
Yes.
Okay.
And they are all vibrant institutions that are around now, around time making headway, and they are making more money. And the amazing part, all of those companies have employees, not less than 10, 15. That's the thing we want. We don't want to create an institution where people come and learn and it stays home. It's just few guys when they learn, they don't foster what they have learned. But we encourage them to do multiple things. Like if you're doing plumbing, you get involved with biodigester. So with that, it help you to earn money. It help you to create your own company. And the good thing, if you have your business, you earn money good. And then we have the interior decoration program where you learn fashion design.
Okay.
And these are areas that you make money easily because a lot of wedding, lot of event planning around town, they will need people to do these things. So the program used to be 250 US for 6 months. Now we drop it to 60 USD. This is our anniversary.
Okay.
60 USD. So you have a big sale on everything for this month. Big discount for every department. This is for life anniversary month, and we are giving back. And Monday, I'll be giving out 100 scholarship, 50% to the audience. So if you get time, you come to Fola headquarters. I'm going to be there and get the form. You receive 50% discount. Now we have the architectural department
Okay.
where you will learn how to design, do the AutoCAD, you learn the Raven architectural design, you learn how to do cost estimate and marketing. We also have the cosmetology department where you learn how to do the face bead, the makeup, the braiding, manicure, pedicure, weaving, one plait, a lot of things within that department. And it's just for 350 US for 9 months. Intensive practical training. You pay
Okay.
small, not on the spot. We now have the satellite department. Remember, the satellite is the first department that was created in for life.
Yeah, I remember. Yes.
Started with the satellite department, and we now have a discount and a bonus for people coming in. So the program used to be like 200 US, but now it's 150 US, and we give you a one satellite finder. The satellite finder costs 125 US, so it's like you're going to be paying 25 US to learn for life for 3 months. And that satellite department going to learn security camera, uh, satellite dish installation, where you make somebody receive more than 500 plus channel free, and you're going to learn solar panel. And then we have the advanced CCTV installation program that used to be by itself. We join it together. The person going to benefit all of these things.
Okay.
So if you pay 150, you receive a satellite finder that costs 125 US. So you have like under 25 US, you be paying to learn for 3 months. So it's a big offer this month, and spaces are limited. We have the biodigester that used to be 300 USD. Now you're going to pay only 150 US. You learn biodigester engineering
Why are you cutting all the price? All the fees?
because this is our anniversary month,
Okay.
and Cycle 31 starting next month.
Okay.
So every anniversary month we help the public.
Okay.
Every May we do a slash out. So it's just about giving back more to the people. So all one can do right now is to wait after the program, get our office's number, come on the campus by Monday and see how best you can get information sheet as fast as possible.
How many, if I may say, offices do you have, and where are their locations?
So we have a Duporo, Calfee Last Junction, right on the road there. We have our office there.
Okay.
If you live on the Japan Freeway, we have Jakarta Peace Island, our headquarters. It's a nice environment. And then if you live on the Bujo Island area, Corward area, you got Corward Bridge. Before the bridge, opposite the playing field, we have our office there. And then we have a mini office to 12 Terminal Gate where you get a form. These are the 4 offices we run actively.
Okay.
So all you can do is to, if you want the scholarship from the school, 50%, you can come to my office Monday by 10 o'clock. By 12, we close up.
So that's the Peace Island Jacobtown office?
Yes.
Okay.
You can come there. So if you don't let us scholarship thing, or maybe you're not able to come on Monday, you can now come to this place here, Tuporo, buy a phone and so forth. So it'll be helpful. So we start the scholarship by Thursday, Friday, and Monday. So you can come Thursday, you come Friday, you come Monday. We claim as it. We have the
You said how many persons can benefit from that?
100%.
Okay, the target is 100 persons.
Usually over 50, but a lot of people will come in. We want at least 100% to come hurry and get their scholarship form,
Okay.
and then you receive 50% discount. Meaning, if you have a course that costs 150 USD,
You will be paying $75.
75.
Okay. If it is 100, you pay 50.
Yes, just to give back.
If it is a $60 program, you'll be paying 30.
Exactly.
Okay. That is good. So yes, you want to provide further information on that.
Yes, and then we have the AC and the refrigerator.
Okay.
It's a program we run for 250 USD. It's now 150. We have the plumbing department. It used to be like 300 USD for 6 months. You only pay 150 USD now. And then we have the IT department, the computer literacy program, where you pay 60 USD only. So these are things that we're offering currently. The electricity, 6 months, used to be 300 US, you pay 150. And then we have the driving school. It used to be 150 USD, you pay only 75. So 75, it can change. You have the pastry, where you learn how to bake pizza, you learn how to fix different bread, different cake for 3 months intensive practical training program for just 75 USD. And then we have the culinary arts, where you learn continental dishes, where our advanced chef, those bigger chefs in Liberia that are making headway, come and share their expertise to the students. And you pay only 100 USD for the first 3 months. It's a 6 month program. You learn a lot of food. So every Monday and Friday, as a CEO, a lot of new dishes is on my table.
No.
Yeah, a lot of new dishes.
Okay, that is great. Again, like I said, even before you came, let me appreciate you for the impact you're making on the young people of Liberia. But sometimes people train people after the training. At the end of the day, you see the same people who you've imparted I mean, they are not doing anything. In terms of rating, how much can you say, or what is a success rate for your beneficiaries? Do you have almost 50% sitting down doing nothing? Do you have 25% being successful, bringing pride to the institution? What can you say?
So we have lots of companies that are being created.
Okay.
There are many vocational schools. You don't see company being produced. But for life, we have lots of company. Now on the ratio, those that are sitting, they will not be much because these are guys that are being empowered that do like the people that they satellite work. They don't literally have to be working in a company, but they are on the standby for any satellite work around town, and they are doing pretty much. So
Okay.
we have like close to like 30%, if I may say, that are not actually utilizing what they have learned because in normal people learn and they don't want to foster they master the courage to go further.
Okay.
And we encourage all of them. Even if you graduate from our school, from those departments, if there's no job availability, come back to the institution, come and learn free of charge, go over what you have learned over the past months. So on the ratio, we have been receiving a lot of success story from our graduates. That's the main reason why we're able to win the Momo Hero of Change, being the first in Liberia, the first institution to win that program, walking away with 2 million because of our success story. Senior best, uh, 30 plus companies are being established. And this year we're going to double that. Currently, we have like close to 20 companies that are in here waiting to be established for this coming graduation. So we have more to do within that area. And the ratio for those that are sitting are
Okay.
less. Because what you learn is money making stuff. There is nothing to wait. DSTV brought more than two container of satellite dishes. And guess what? 75% of all of the installer work with DSTV, they are all for lab graduates.
Okay.
75%. If you get to SATCOM, most of the top installer that work with SATCOM, they are all for lab graduates. So when it comes to the telecommunication area, our students fit into the gap because For Life is the first satellite school in Liberia, the first. So if you learn from For Life, trust me, you're going to learn from one of For Life graduates. And one of the amazing part with the intervention of For Life 8 years back, we now have more vocational schools that have been created
Okay.
because they are seeing the work of our institution. So it pump a lot of young guys,
Okay.
encourage them to establish to contribute to Liberia.
That is great. Do you have anything coming up for the anniversary?
So basically, currently we have the discount package where you're going to pay half of your fees of everything you want to learn for this month. And we're going to be taking our staff. We're not take all of the students, but we're looking at it being capital intensive, taking the entire school close to 600 plus person, Cape Mile. And we just want to have time with the staff and feed friends around, like people like Markaden, that they will come around, talk to those guys. Because you guys been doing well for life every time talking about our institution and so forth. Just the discount and see how best we can break ground for the upcoming project. We're going to build like full story building, our high school project, wherein we're going to make the school fees affordable because in Liberia right now, people increase school fee, we're not increasing or new things into the school. So we want to get into the academic area, and trust me, we are
What,
on
what is the
course.
motivation?
Motivation is to see how best we can bridge that gap. According to I think you say report, one of this report from World Bank, 80% of Liberians are unemployed, unskilled. They have never been in school before. And people joke about it. Young guys play around town. 80% unemployed, no skill. They have never entered in class before. So they tell you that the country is doomed. So if the young guys' minds will not be built, trust me, the next 10 years to come, we'll have no youth. We'll have a lot of so-called around town.
What different will you be adding to that school? Will it be the normal?
No, 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 no. In that school, kids from third grade class going to learn everything that is in for life. Meaning,
Okay.
before you reach that grade, you should be a certified driver.
Okay.
Yes, before you finish graduating from our
That's
school.
a whole model.
Yes. we graduate from For Life High School, going to be a certified driver or certified satellite dish installer or biodigester engineer, somebody that will learn the culinary arts, pastry, all those continental dishes in the school. Meaning if the man graduate, he already know what to go start with. But now people graduate from high school, they stay confused. What should I do? And the man will not be confused more than 4, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, you go to the man in 35 before you start thinking on what actually to start doing. So if the kids finishes school by 17 years, that kid is going to establish her business, his company to foster his education to college. Because if you don't have some uh, educational background, any money, you see, most of the time you hear, oh, I dropped out of college, I dropped because there's no finance. And we're going to work with the government this year. Trust me, we're going to work with the government to see how best many of our young guys that are in the street receive some level of education.
Okay.
We just need some funding to train more than 300 inmates this year free of charge. That's what we need, that's what we are working on. So in months to come, we're going to come back on the radio and we'll officially keep the ball rolling to start our
How
inmate
do you
program.
intend to do that? Is it a form of providing? Because normally in our let's say prison issue, you have the issue of rehabilitation, you have the issue of giving the people skills, not just correcting them, but you have to rehabilitate them in terms of giving them skills to come back and become useful in society. So if you say you'll be training inmates, how are you going to be doing that?
We are going to prepare them for the job market.
Okay.
Every year, the government free not less than 500 to 600 plus inmates with no skill, no sense of earning money, and that same inmate will go back again to that same place. So to reduce that, it is necessary that the program be established that every month we graduate not less than 100 inmates with a marketable skill that they can earn money. And trust me, if that guy cannot do something that you're making in close to 400, 500 USD a week, you have no cost going to go jack somebody's cell phone. You have no cost. And we're going to have a counseling session not only about the training, that they're going to counsel these guys for a very long time and then have them train on a regular basis. And trust me, we're going to reduce the level of crime rate in our country.
Okay, that is good.
Yeah.
So yes, you are listening to the CEO of For Life Zoe, the vocational school. We have Francis Bonning here this morning talking about their programs and the anniversary discount and bonus for the various training programs. He's been talking about that. Let's take few calls and then he will conclude with whatever information is left for members of the public. So call us on 0770202579. 0770202579. Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. For your studio guest, I'm Prince El Kulaya from District 4 of Montreal County. Let me appreciate him for his contribution towards the youthful population of our nation. But I have a question for the government as the economy. We are always recommending those galas, always participating other guests. My question here is that the issue of the other guests is it good for short get to a summit era because more of them are recommended and treated in the farm. Always people for maintenance, the other camp, but for the trial, they don't have any other drawing. So that's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's do at least 30 seconds each so that we can take a few calls. 0770202579. Let me take this caller. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You are not prepared. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Thanks, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Uriah. I think I'm calling from Basel this morning.
Okay.
See, I've been in the technology that you guys are from you and about issue.
Okay.
I want to say thank you to you for the impact that you are making in our African society. But I have a question
when it comes to the bound that agenda, I don't know how much they would charge and how can we know that I want to benefit from the scholarship be able to benefit?
Those that want to benefit from the package.
Yeah.
Okay, please you can explain it. Just listen. He will bring you up to. Good morning.
Morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me take this one. I think this call is. No, please lower the volume of the receiver. Cut off the radio, please.
Morning.
Morning.
This is Andrew with calling from Boston.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to know because I live in the south and I go to KE online training school.
You live in Dusa. How can you enroll? Okay. Good morning. Let me take two more. Good morning. Good morning.
My name is Christina Tibadia Junior from
Okay.
I want to appreciate my brother is still to give back to the society. And I want to urge all of the young people to take zero advantage because we are future leaders. We want to become future leaders instead of no embarrassment. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, my name is Sarah. I'm calling you from Nina Camping, Tennessee.
Okay.
I need a picture of you guys. I think the girl is not only more real. Or anybody can send the program to the girl campaign so that we can be able to join.
Especially Secretary, eh?
Yeah, especially
Okay. Thank you. Let me take the final caller. Yeah. Oh, this person sleep off. Yes. So, Francis, because of time, we can just give you the remaining 3 minutes, and then you can respond to those who make some inquest, and then you can close up.
So the first call concerning the biodigester, right? Let me say this to people. Being the first institution fully to have biodigester running in Liberia, people have to be aware that biodigester comes with maintenance. If you build a biodigester tank, for a whole year without maintaining it, it won't last with you for the 25 to 30 years. Meaning every 3 to 4 months, at most 6 months, you put one pack of the biodigester chemical in the tank. And that chemical help break down the feces, it make the place environmentally friendly, it kill every odor from in the environment. So every year you have to maintain it. And secondly, not every swampland biodigester work can be done there. If you want to build a digester within the swampland, that's the way you got to do it, not the way you do it on the high land. So there are two ideas. If you use the mentality on the high land for the swampland, you're going to receive a problem. Now, what's happening to most of the guys that have been doing biodigester for people? So you don't do biodigester anywhere with the same mentality. So you have to have the digester maintained every year. So for life is the institution that is selling the chemical. It's just $25 US per pack, and one pack carry for 6 months. So every 4 to 5 months, you put one pack in your commode, you flush it out, it clean the pipe, it reduce the feces, it kill fleas, it make the place environmentally friendly, and it make that separator to not pollute the underground water with the chemical. So if you are not going through all of these things, you just build it and say that you just going 2 3 years, it won't last for you. Then you say, oh, the thing not correct, not correct. No, it comes with maintenance. Now, for the guys that are asking concerning the scholarship, the 50% scholarship, all you need to do Thursday, come to Jigotan Peace Island and get the scholarship form to get a 50% discount on a few courses there. And we already reduced all of our fees already, so you can now take the form and get a big discount there. So we charge like $450 US to do about a digester tank, and the work lasts for like 4 days, 3 to 4 days. We are done with your work. So if you are interested, you can call me on this number for work and any recommendation. And if you want to support for life, you can now call on this number 0770 205600. I repeat 0770 205600. Or better still, you want to support for life, call me on my personal line 0888 788098 0888 788098. Remember, for life, we refuse to be limited.
Okay, thank you so much for coming through this morning. He is the CEO of For Life, Zoe Francis Vani. He's been our guest on the last segment of the show this morning. So coming up shortly is sports on the TBS here on Truth 96.1 FM. Uh, Something is not working here. Richard, you gotta come. What is going on here? Okay. So sports is a regular feature on the TBS here on Truth 96.1 FM. And Naomi Tapia is pretty seated to bring us sports this morning on the show. Naomi, good morning.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Players of Riverside County from the just ended county sports meet have vowed to stage a protest in demand of their just benefits. The players, comprising of both teams, said the county authorities owed them several games compensation despite winning the kickball championship of the National County Sports Meet. Speaking Monday at a news conference at a local hotel in Pingsville, the chair of the Sports Steering Committee, Ora Willie, said the county owed the team over 20,000 United States dollars that is yet to be paid. He lamented that since the victory of the girls' team, a member of the Legislative Caucus has not visited the player as an act of appreciation, and instead they have distanced themselves from the players despite efforts for the country's victory.
Be aware we also come to keep our team barely that we can only fifth cleans this year, keep our trophy. From Martinez, Lima County, in what Onyx, a sport described as a clash of the Titans at the famous Samaka No Sports Conference in front of the Mammoth crowd. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, just a report to you that since the team won the trophy on Sunday, more than a week ago, the four lawmakers, including Senator Bill Twawick, Senator Wellington G. Smith, Representative Steve Tikwa, Representative Ellis Joe Green, and our newly confirmed Superintendent Honorable Baron W. Zambi, has not made a single stop on the camp of the kickball team to say just a thank you. It's embarrassing to the highest level on the part of leader of our beloved. Distinguished member of the press, to add insult the injury, the county reverses current owed the kickball team a payment of 5 games, owed the football team a total of 2 games. For financial reason, we may not display the payroll here, but it's in the inboxes of all of our lawmakers, including the superintendent. In St. Dallas, the county owed both the boys and girls a total of 24,240 United States dollars, with the kickball team paying of 5 games amounting to 15,400 United States dollars. While the payment for the 2 games owed the football team amounts to 8,840 United States dollars. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, at a critical inside journal about sporting history. We are calling on the leadership of the county to make these funds available as soon as possible to have the kickball team released on camp as the champions are still languages on camp due to lack of payment of their just benefit at the same time settle the arrears owed the football team. We are also calling on all well-meaning citizens, philanthropists, NGOs, and other citizens, even from other counties, to kind of come to the aid of our champions. As some of these players depends on this funding to pay their fees, pay their rent, and some to make ends meet for their family.
Meanwhile, players of the just ended county sports meet have vowed not to play for Riverside County in any soccer tournament due to the level of ill treatment meted against them. They narrated that since the game they have been held hostage at the guest house of Councilor Rizana Zo, who is believed to be a citizen of the county due to the county inability to pay their bills for the usage of the guest house. Expressing their disappointment, the county coaches Anthony Jama and Kristen May said Riverside County has caused a serious embarrassment for them. Both Jama and Men noted that they will ensure that the county is brought to public ridicule.
By the way of introduction, I'm Anthony Chama, head coach, Rogers County football team. My own disappointment has to do with the entire citizen of Rogers County. And I'm stating on this media, I'm grieving, taking somebody child 3 to 4 months through justification period. According to the league itself, the children struggle to see how best to make Russell Park. After 16 decades of years, the county are not labor keyboard trophy, and we gain a keyboard trophy. Is that a bad thing we did for the county? Is that a wickedness we did for the county? There are some of you children who stay away since 2 to 3 months from their home. How will you classify your children to be? They are women are controlling. You want for them to go on the street from the view themselves. At the end of the day, some of you are parents, man. Your demon necessary to pay their children. The wait on my here there is so long. If y'all cannot address our issues, y'all will not go to work. I can assure you that. Y'all will not go to your favorite houses. Because here money we can get our money, your children will not go to school. Your work will not go to work. We will deploy on there and make sure we get our money. It's not a care. Them are just appointment in the superintendent who they just appointed. The president for the county. You sitting here, your county carrying trophy. You're not able to stand kind of congratulate children how sorrowful and painful it is. You call yourself leaders of county. My just appointment in you. I think it's also be cheering, jubilating.
Okay, my way in the government is Christian to our men, some of Riverside, or really the citizens of Riverside County not doing well with the keyboard football team, especially the caucus. The state teacher play the game, so no better about football game, keyboard game. Or even the superintendent that take over, you planning to have the program. You forgetting to know that children win trophy, even the keyboard team and the football team going on 2 games money. And the keyboard game 5 games, I'm disappointed in the country. Leadership, seriously. We've been getting larger to our 7 committee chair, but now you the problem for the caucus, really. Problem for the caucus. So I did listen to the keyboard coach, will take a radical aspect to the caucus. Make sure I put my boss on the girl and join the girls to go to the burial homes. Instead, we know where our money will come.
Liberia Under 17 national female team has arrived in the country after conceding a 3-1 defeat to Senegal in Dakar in the 2024 FIFA Under 17 World Cup. The team's coach Sekou Manumba said in an interview after his sad defeat that he's not so particular about the result, but expressed excitement over the performance of his team. He said his opponents were very physical during the game, but he's positive that his side will do better in the return leg scheduled to take place on 19 May at the SKD Sports Complex. Liberian player Augustin Otu's team Tassana FC advanced to the Egyptian Premier League qualifying playoff semi-finals after securing a thrilling 4-3 penalty shootout victory over Dirat Club after the regulation time ended in a 1-1 draw. According to Liberian players' updates, the Liberian striker played a pivotal role by securing his team's first penalty goal, inspiring his side to the crucial win as they continued their quest for direct promotion to the Egyptian top tier. Former Liberian female chess champion Abigail Kai pulled a surprise win over Nigeria's Bridget Michael at the 2024 West African Zone 4.2 Chess Championship. The competition is taking place at a local hotel in Marshall City, Magibi County, featuring both female and male sessions. One of the most prestigious tournaments in Africa got underway on Saturday, 11 May, and is expected to run up to 18 May 2024. Kaya has collected 2 wins from 3 matches, putting her in a better position for a top 2 finish. Bridget Michael is the best female chess player in West Africa currently, with the ratings of 1,945, while Abigail Kaya is rated 1,770. And away from Liberia, Francis Otan leading goal scorer Oliver Giroud will leave AC Milan at the end of the season to move to Major League Soccer. The 37-year-old striker lifted a Serie A title in 2021-2 and has scored 48 goals and made 20 assists in 130 appearances for the Italian club. It is expected that he will join his international teammate Hugo Lloris at Los Angeles FC. Giroud joined Milan in 2021 after leaving Chelsea, having won the Champions League, Europa League, and FA Cup during 4 seasons in West London. Previously, he spent 6 years at Arsenal, winning 3 FA Cups and scoring 105 goals in 253 games. Giroud has netted 57 goals in 131 matches for France, 6 more than second highest scorer Thierry Henry. That's all from our sports desk.
When it comes to communication in Liberia, Orange is number one.
Orange is the best. Orange is the best. Oh, Orange is the best.
Orange is the best.
Strongest network, widest coverage.
Orange is the best.
Fastest internet speed.
Orange is the best.
People, Orange is the best. Yes, Orange is the best.
Lamakitie, Naratama, Pulizu, Company Guinea, that's a Riboga Orange, Topaga number one. Swing
Company is the Orange, I don't got the best.
Orange, will more you the telephone on phone.
Reliable, trusted, and dependable.
Orange is about 7. Yeah, Orange is
Orange is the best.
It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
When it comes to communication in Liberia, Orange is number one.
Orange is the best. Orange is the best. Oh, Orange!
Starting today, why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted?
From sponsors of the TBS here on Truth 96.1 FM that we indicated in our lineup this morning. We have with us a young Liberian top talking politician. Melton Yoko is our guest on the last segment of the show this morning. Most of the time he's participating on the show, but from distance. Again, we have him this morning in person. Melton, good morning.
Very excited that you gave me an invitation on a real good day that we can be able to talk about our country and talk about the society at large. Thank you very much.
Why do you think today is a good day?
Today is a good day because today is declared as Unification Day in Liberia. But I don't think that today's purpose is very been met in Liberia.
Okay, so you have a counter view to people who think the country is united and all of that.
Lost count of view. You cannot tell people Happy Unification Day when our military brothers, our security forces, our brothers are not receiving what they're supposed to receive. They are not getting our benefit. Like in the case of our brother who went to Mali and got wounded and came back. He was in hospital every day. He cried for government to support him, and nobody was able to go to his aid. I don't know whether he's still alive or he had passed. You cannot say Happy Unification Day when there is injustice in this country, justice not for poor people. You cannot say Happy Unification Day when the women and the men are not on the equal path when it comes to government and other things in the society. Justice is not fair to everybody. You cannot say Happy Unification Day when the children, every one child is not in school. People, children are outside because they cannot afford for their children to go to school. You cannot say Happy Unification Day when people are dying in their houses because they are not able to go to the hospital for treatment. You cannot say Happy Unification Day when anything cannot last for 30 minutes. You cannot say Happy Unification Day when there is no safe drinking water for people in the community. You cannot say Happy Unification Day when jobs have been distributed according to societal status or fraternity. You cannot say Happy Unification Day to people when the state-run institutions are less prepared and people who in government, their institutions are well prepared as compared to these places. You cannot tell people Happy Unification Day.
Milton Yoko. Well, before we go deep into this Unification Day stuff, and I mean, you somebody who was involved with sports and youth activities. Later on, we saw you transition, if I may say, into active politics. You ran in last year's election. Or you want to, I mean, give us a little tips of how all these transitions.
My God, the idea, I'm a leader. I went to school. I have a master's degree in administration, school administration. So by profession, I'm a leader, one of the other. And if you want to say by birth, I'm a firstborn of 11 children. So it also gives me the opportunity to serve a leader in a world where you don't measure men infant to say this is one infant. As soon as you reach a certain age, you know that you are a man. You have to take care of little brothers and sisters. To pass through those stages show that I'm a leader. I was involved in sports because I have passion for sports. I got passion for developing young people. So from my education background, I knew that by using sports to develop Liberian children were going to be okay because most Liberian children love sports. So my idea of using sports to develop them was very important, and most of them have succeeded in it. We were able to help a lot of Liberian children to succeed through sports. Some of them traveled from Liberia, they went to Europe, they went to America, they went to other places. And today, because of that effort, we are still doing well with our communities and doing sports activity for young people, taking them from the streets, giving them message. Like I always tell people, sports bring people together so that you give them messages. So as I use the sports in my community and other places in Liberia at large, we use it and then preach message to people and tell them what are some of the things you're supposed to be doing, that going against drugs, illicit drugs, and violence against women, violence against children. So for some of these reasons, you see me very, very much involved in the sports. Specifically, football is my passion. If I see kids playing football, I feel fine. I feel very, very much good for that day. But I turn around when I live in a country where I have a hope for the country. I have a dream for this country. I want for Liberia to be a nation where the women who suffer from cancer can just walk to JFK, to Academy, and just get a treatment and go back home. Instead of trying to raise money to go to India, to cry lawmakers to give money to go to India, and if possible, they might have to buy and be in basket and bring them back to be buried. I cried and hope for Liberia where the poor person will go to a case with a rich person and find justice. I cry for Liberia where a child will not go to sleep with hunger. I cry for Liberia where the teacher will go to work and have a salary. I cry for Liberia where the janitors and the president, when more and everybody will take pay and something will be left in their corporate to build their houses. I cry for Liberia where the student who go to school and cannot afford to pay school fees upon graduation from high school, they can go to school, they can go to university on student loan. Upon graduation from university, they can be able to get a job and their student loan can be paid. I cry for Liberia where job will be given to people based on meritocracies, not based on societal status, not based on fraternity. I cry for the Liberia that one day somebody will stand up and say, these people will not go to bed hungry because they deserve. The national cake should be distributed among everybody. This is a Liberia I'm fighting for, and this is a Liberia I want to see one day. And that was the reason for which we contested and also supported President Joseph Numa Boakai, thinking that he want to change the dynamics and make sure that this Liberia that we're all fighting for can be a Liberia that anybody will benefit. But on the contrary, I think I'm not seeing already I wanted to see. Even though my people was not convinced to vote for me as a representative, that's not an issue. When the referendum comes,
especially majority of them.
Yeah, majority of them. Majority, that's the right word, majority of them. But I know we will have a Liberia one day. We'll have a good Liberia one day. We got to keep standing. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep talking. I voted for the president that I thought would do something different from the past government. But in my own opinion, I see that this president, my mother used to tell me every day, the child that came to live, you know that child from the first body. But I think the thought of this government shows to me that there is no difference at all. We had issue with the past government when people said, people around the president were putting their own people in power, and the same thing is happening today. We have problem with the past government when we say that the group of people who are in power, they're being rotated from one place to another. They keep rotating the same people, so we keep rotating the problem, so there will be no solution to the problem. The only difference I see now with the two governments is that the past government has one young man who was leading as president, and this current government has one old man who is leading as president. The second one is the past government has one young man who appointed native and indigenous Liberian children to power, and this current government is appointing classical people into power, people who are status, or people who are in higher status into power. That's the only difference I see. I don't see anything different because people are saying it too soon, but for me, it's not soon because in my psychology class, I was taught The very first day of a child can tell you whether the child will be successful in school. So this government has disappointed us in so many occasions. Liberian job have been given to foreigners, and I continue to say these things. I continue to speak against some of these things.
Milton Yoko, before we go deeper into these issues, do you still have the mind to run it to 6?
This 6 months or 2029, I will contest and I will still become a representative. If I don't win 2029, I will still contest until the law calls me. What I have in my mind to do for this country, one day I know it's going to come to reality. I will do it for this country. Liberia has the ability to become a nation where the citizens can live their life and don't regret anything. Liberians can go to bed without going with hunger. Liberians can go to school without paying school fees. Liberians can go to hospital and take treatment without paying bills, and government can take care of these things for them. But we live in a country that people are only concerned about themselves and the environment. People are not fighting for justice to redeem the people who have been oppressed. Only zero-sum game theory, where one person survives at the detriment of the majority, and it leads to transactional relationship. In that transactional relationship, it derails the society. That derivability brings about corruption, and that's the corruption that is overtaking this nation.
Okay. Before we talk about your own assessment of the president's first 100 days achievement, progress, or whatever you want to call it, let's talk a little bit about today's National Unification Day. This was acted a couple of decades ago, and Liberians are being, I don't know what I should call it, celebrating it or observing it, but it has always come as a national holiday, and people stay home, people close their businesses and all of that. Tell us the importance of Unification Day. What are your opinions when it comes to, what is your opinion on Unification Day?
It's supposed to be very important because I think those who crafted the idea, their plan was doing this day so that we sit and pay attention to those who have crisis, so we settle some of their issues. But I think today it has become a culture and a tradition where the essence of it is no longer being implemented, and people just do it as a culture. You just stay home, drink beer, go to bed, sleep, and that will be good. But I think the reason we should have Unification Day, like I just told you, is to go back to the indigenous people, is to go back to the native people that voted for us and tell them, even though you are not in power, you're not riding big cars, the hospital is not available. They just want to go to hospital and be treated, but they cannot find a hospital to go to. They just want for their children to go to school. The poor men who voted for you don't want power, but they just want their children to go to school on government expense, but they can't go to school. Go back to them and tell them the reasons why their children don't have opportunity to go to school. The poor men in Nima County want the company that are there to be able to incorporate their children so that their children can benefit. The company that are there should build a hospital for them and supply that hospital. So on Unification Day, you can go there and tell them, even though you are not in government, but the government has worked for your family to benefit. These are some of the benefits you are getting today. To unite them and bring them on a good arm, but tell them what is the development, what is happening, what's going to happen. Organize them, speak to them in various places. But instead, we just do it as tradition. We close government offices, we close businesses, and just go home and sit down. I think it's not the real intention of the Unification Day. But it will not also be successful, like I told you. Zins are moving from over people's house because they cannot afford to face their horses. The rain fell last night. Other people got outside. You don't know how many person was to my house this morning to see if I can help them to buy just few sheet of zinc. Why would it take a government to go around and lobby to people to come to those slum communities and see whether we can change some of these traditions places and build two-room houses for these people so they live inside instead of building estate houses? Then government officials again own those same estate houses. So you cannot say we have a Unification Day when these things are not done for our people. They don't have current, they don't have water, they are struggling for these things. They can't go to hospital. They got to raise money to travel from out of Liberia to get treatment. Right now, if you get a labor problem, you got to go to other countries to be treated. Then you can tell me Happy Unification Day. I will not agree with you. Your children are not going to take wax right now because you are not able to pay school fees. So
do you believe that the country? Do you believe that the country is divided? Because we hear from a lot of people, so yes, the country is divided. And if you believe, yes, the country is divided, what do you think are the factors dividing the country?
The country will always be divided. If anybody says that the country is not divided, maybe it's from their opinion, but I can say the country is divided. The reason I would say the country is divided, every institution will be divided because in society, they got something they call class, and in class, they got collection, in collection, they got a group. So in short, you have a country that got political parties and people support their various political parties to win. And once you take me from power, you take bread from my mouth, you think I'm going to be happy with you? So no one can say the country is not divided. People still trying to recover from some of the things they went through, the positions they were in. Some of them, they were taken away from them. When the president took over New Day, he appointed people in some tenure position. Those people took them to court. People are going to court. Things are happening. People are killing people. Armed robbers are on the street, jacking people bags, and drugs affecting people, children. Mothers are crying and depending on government to change their life. You will say a country not divided when these things are happening, while other people are riding BB cars, eating chicken thigh, and in government from one power to another, from one position to another.
So in short,
so country is seriously divided. So no way the country will be united. Give Martha the opportunity to do a job. Give the security man what benefits he needs. Give the student the opportunity to go to school. Give the nurses the opportunity to do their job. Give them good salary.
So some of the factors are economic disparities.
Pay the people who have been retired by civil servant. Pay them. Let them get a back benefit on time. Those who are sick, let them get a treatment. Those people who are suffering, even if it can cost you to find a food center for them, find it for them. This is what they call unification.
So you are like talking about economic disparity, political differences, and all of that. You think these are factors for division in the country?
Justice is not in the country. Let me be frank with you. Maga, I got disappointed sometimes because I came to this politics or the political scene with different mentality, thinking that something different can happen. And everyone always told me that nobody can change anything in this country. So I have hope in few people that I supported, thinking that they will make a change. I supported Darrell Dillon, the senator. I felt that Senator Dillon was going to do something. Senator Dillon told her that he will cut his salary. I don't know where are we today, what our salary cut, where it goes. I don't know about it. But today it's different. So you want to tell me I will still be happy with that kind of idea? No. When the former chief justice, when the former chief justice was arrested for the child that was killed in her house, when they carried her to the court, the Unity Party and other people went there, hierarchy of the party, even the president Joseph Boakai, the party chairman Ludo Tape, and other people went to the court, they went to the jail, and they stood there to say it was justice that they wanted. It was not fair enough for the court to carry her to jail. But today, there's a girl who the white man tried to kill in this country. That girl, because it said she did not say what she's supposed to say in court, the white man was not found guilty, she gone to America. Then you telling me, say, things okay. Then you telling me, say, there are people who will make things happen. Then you telling me, say, there are justice in this country. No justice in this country. So we have to fight. People should not do justice for political intention. People should do justice because people deserve to have justice. The Bible tells us all God requires from us is to be just. We should fight for justice for the poor. We should fight for justice for the people who have been oppressed. We should also be kind to everybody and live to please God. These are the three things that God wants from us in Malachi chapter 6, verse 8. So if we are not fighting for justice for people, as a nation, we will continue to go down, and the wealth of the nation will not be equally distributed to the citizen.
So if you're just joining us, you are listening to the Truth Breakfast show. I have Milton Yoko with me here this morning on the show. He is former representative candidate of Montserrat County District number 6. There appears to be something fundamental wrong with the, what I should say, with the country or with leaders. You mentioned, I think, two key persons you have mentioned right now. You mentioned that you supported Dillon, believing that things were going to be the way you thought. You earlier mentioned that you supported the Unity Party because you felt the Boakai administration would have done things differently, and you are seeing the same thing you've seen from past leaders over the time. What do you think are fundamentally wrong?
What I see is people who go to government, they go with they got two theories in metaphysics. The first theory says the theory in use, the espoused theory and the theory in use. The espoused theory is the picture you give to the people and say, this is what I want to do. And you see that picture, the picture is good. But the spirit is the theory in use is what in your mind. You have your own thinking. For instance, a missionary come to Liberia and come to preach the gospel. In the face of every Liberian, it is good that someone is coming to preach the gospel. But in the mind of that missionary, either they come to look for a job, or they come to change our culture, or they come to marry, or there is no way for them to effectively work in the United States. They are come here to look for a job. But you will see them saying they are trying to serve a missionary. What am I trying to say in short? Somebody come to us and say, give her opportunity that will become your representative, will make sure this thing happen. Give her opportunity that will become your president, will make sure this thing happen. And that's the espoused theory. For instance, this government told us that if we become president, drug will be an emergency. We will fight drugs. And I know what they call emergency. I have not seen the emergency that this government talked about when it comes to drugs. Because emergency during the coronavirus, I saw emergency during the Ebola virus, I saw emergency. When Liberia was declared, coronavirus was declared as emergency, health emergency, in every school it was being taught and things were being done in the schools, things were being done in the mosques, things were being done in the public places, things were being done in the marketplaces to speak against coronavirus and Ebola virus. But today, drugs has been declared as an emergency, but nothing happened to schools. And the only difference I see, people are walking from ghetto to ghetto with cameras. People are walking from ghetto to ghetto with cameras on their back and showing their arm up. There is no difference. So I don't see anything different in that the messages that are being preached. But the past government used to feed the Zogos. So I had issues why we should be feeding these people and not transforming their life. I thought this government would come to build a plantation, to build an agricultural area somewhere that these guys can go there and be working and be treated so that when time comes to be rehabilitated and come back to society to serve. But this government also started feeding them as well and doing small little pictures just to let people know that they are also rehabilitating them. You cannot rehabilitate a man in the same community where the things is happening. You have to take them far away, create another community, let them work, get new ideas, and come back to society, be re-empowered and energized to stay in the society and become somebody. But I've been disappointed when I cannot see it. I supported this government because I felt this president was a vice president. And I believe that coming to serve as president, I was disappointed from the past president who had helped him to do something. When Tubman was president for 27 years, Tubman was vice president for 19 years. So when Tubman became president, Tubman started to learn from the mistakes of President Tubman. So Tubman did a lot of great things that the native people were happy to for Tubman. Native people embraced Tubman because Tubman gave them opportunity. Tubman included them in government. But today, the poor man cannot take part into government, in inauguration. The common man cannot go there easily. Selected people will go there. Other programs, the poor man child cannot go there. The single mother son cannot go to an inauguration program because they are not connected to a class. A poor man's son, Milton Yoko, cannot be stratified because he's not attached to somebody seriously in government. So someone in government will put their child in government. Someone in government will put their husband in government. Someone in government will put their boyfriend in government. And these are things that continue to happen in society when we think other people will come to the picture and change it. It's not changing.
Wow. Well, you think other people will come to the picture to change it? Things are not changing. Nemot, partner for democratic development, came up with their tracking and monitoring report, or better still, you call it their findings from that assessment, and they outlined that the 100-day promise or projects earmarked by the president, he completed 11, which is 10%, about 42% in progress, and another 48%. There's no available information about that. That is NEMO's grading for the 100 days. What is Yoko's grading?
Firstly, I don't believe in the theory of 100 days. I don't believe in the 100 days theory. A government is responsible to take care of her country. A government is responsible to protect her people. Her government is responsible to provide security for her people. So a government cannot do all these things in 100 days. But there are priorities that can be done or that can be taken care of in 100 days. And I think this government has not taken care of the priorities in the 100 days. A real responsible and respected government who are intention to save for people in 100 days will be able to reduce transportation fare. In 100 days will be able to reduce the price of rice because rice is a stable commodity in this country. In 100 days will be able to reduce school fees. In 100 days will be able to stratify people who have lost their money. For example, people who civil servants that have been pension. In 100 days, you can be able to make them to get their money. In 100 days, the government can be able to make sure that the poor woman who voted will be able to go to hospital and get treatment in 100 days. So in my mind, in 100 days, the government has not done anything. Nobody can pay for war in 100 days. Nobody can build skyscrapers in 100 days. But in 100 days, the president can say today, the rest price is $13. Rest will be $13. I was talking somewhere, somebody told me, say, that only real Liberian people thinking about. I asked the person, where people not thinking about rest? I'm a Christian, so I always like to give my analogy about Christianity. When Jesus spoke to people, Jesus spoke to 5,000 persons. He said, we need to feed these people because they are hungry. Immediately, the follower of Jesus said, but nothing here. Even if we decide to feed them, we will spend all our resources, we will not make it. But Jesus said, you look around. When they look around, they saw a piece of bread. Jesus said, "You're bringing." As a leader, Jesus was able to pray and trust God and multiply. That mule was able to serve 5,000 persons immediately because they are hungry. So you take food business to be joke. Food business is not joke. You see the people are here for food business.
So they say in the because you just mentioned the issue of putting food on people's table or talking about maybe first initial intervention to be reducing the price of the country staple, which is rice and all of that. But the report finds that during the first 100 days in the agriculture sector, the president, uh, I mean, he articulated a range of initiatives in advancing agricultural development, ensuring food security. These include finalizing the Liberia food security crisis preparedness plan and zero post-harvest loss strategy, establishing an agriculture and industrial development bank. These are some of the things they mentioned in that. But we understand that an entire agriculture plan or the agriculture development plan is being drawn out and will be launched shortly. These are all efforts towards improving agriculture. What do you say about that?
Our people got a parable that they say the dry dog sweep, but what will be eating before the dog get dry? Something needs to be done before all those plans can take place. The people must have food to eat. The people must have opportunity to survive before your plan works. So government need to strategize and see how they reduce the price of rice. They need to strategize and see how they reduce the price of US dollar, which I know, I mean, the exchange rate of US dollar, which I know government will not do it because they don't want to have plenty of liberty in their pocket. So they always want to have liberty. I advocated one time that everything in this country, when it's done in Liberia, should be done in Liberian dollar. The lawmakers should be paid with their $8,000 in Liberian dollar. Let them do it in bucket to carry home. The senator should be paid in Liberian dollar. If I want my passport to passport ministry, I should be able to pay the equivalent of that money in liberty. But there are schools in this country that when you not pay US dollar, they will not receive it from you. And you are paying our poor teachers, our poor parents, you are paying them in liberty, so they got to collect liberty and carry that liberty and change it to higher rate for US before they can pay for it. Why should I pay for national identification card in Liberia for US dollar? Why should I pay for passport in Liberia for US dollar? Why should I pay US dollar to graduate school at the University of Liberia? Why? In Liberia. So we need to pay our money in Liberian dollars. You can't make something compulsory for all to pay US dollar when we're not in the United States. These things are wrong.
Okay.
We need to be watching these things.
Well, Yoko, we have like 9 minutes to go to the end of this show. So let's interact with a couple of persons who are following the show. After that, maybe the last 3 minutes, you can use that to close up. Maybe there's something left out, still burning your mind you want to talk about.
Maybe going to take the line. Maybe, but I don't want to forget. One of my serious disappointment in this government is the appointment of UK as ambassador at large to Youth Exposed. That young man is a foreigner. I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm talking the reality. Liberians deserve Liberian jobs. He's a foreigner, and you have a relationship with a political advisor to the president, Madam Mandela Cooper. So this is conflict of interest right there. During George, we are town president. We are the third president. We have conflict of interest. He brought a lot of people from the Southeast, and you're putting family people in the government. So somebody who had a relationship with Mandela Cooper had no right to be appointed as ambassador of Life to Youth Exposed. And in that letter, they say, for your continued contribution to youth exposed in Liberia, youth activity in Liberia, he does not have any youth program in this country that I'm aware of. There are so many Liberians.
Yeah, but maybe you are not just aware.
I challenge that young man. Where I see he trained, Nathaniel Sherman have a grassroots academy. He just went there, they flew down because he wanted that ability. The last time he was behind the LFA in the Liberia, in the Youth and Sport Ministry, because he wanted a position. The money that the government should have given to Youth and Sport, they pass it through him for him to carry so that people can say that he didn't want to make anything to happen. To happen. The last time when two teams went to the final of the county meet, River G and Lofa County, he gave them 35,000 each. I can do that same thing. We have Arnold Kennedy. A young man who is taking Liberia for Liberia every year, carrying it to America, to Europe, and other places. We have Otawita, a young man who is giving opportunity to Liberian children through sports, carrying them all around the world. There are competent Liberians that will serve ambassador. They only needed a platform. You guys don't need for them here. Why would a foreigner who is attached to a state person will be appointed to be ambassador at large to sports when you don't have any history of promoting sports in Liberia? I'm too disappointed in that, and I will continue to say it. If the president will not take a decision to change him, let him appoint ambassador at large in the Youth and Sports era. He cannot open it.
Okay.
I already deal with it, but I don't care.
Wow, you scared?
Because us, the truth will hurt. And when anything happens,
0770202579. Let's take the first caller this morning. Milton Yoko here this morning with the show, former representative candidate, District 6, Montserrado County, young Liberian politician. Good morning. Good morning. Darlington Jackson, go ahead.
Let me first of all say thank you and good morning to Yoko.
Thank you, brother. Good morning.
I mean, I'm kind of like motivated this morning, listening to him, and I'm reading things that I'm learning on the Saturday. And the difference, everything on you go out there, you have to do is get shoes. Nothing is working because you is divided. There is nothing about unification being Liberia. It's just a flu show. It's on the paper, but it's everything are not true. So when you go, you say you belong to push things, and by the grace of God, we reality.
I just hope one day when he ascends, you will not be disappointed in you. The way he has been disappointed in Delon and Boakai. Let's take this caller. Good morning. Good morning. Let's hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, to the cabinet student, I'm saying what he expected the administration to do, they are not doing it. But you know very well, just when I appointed, you listen to people children, and then you went against them. Supported Joseph Waka, he was supported the rest of the government, and for nothing, then he supported Joseph Waka. He came here to say he supported him, he regretted it. We all here for him, and he just forgot about it, and then he had to look at it. Government went for the citizen.
Okay. Oh, okay. This one. Good morning. Good morning. That caller is slipping off. Let me take this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead quickly.
My name is David.
Okay.
Thank you so much this morning for talking about the question. My question here is, where was the law? I have to allow Ghana to appoint the foreigner to be minister
or ambassador.
You know, God did not let me hear, but you are trying to give the Nigerian man.
Yes.
You are trying to say that the election commission. And that's the level of all the things. Saying that as long as they are senator, all the things will not happen. Why would God be not sit there and allow the foreigner to be that? Because they are very many jobs. And all the non that is just to say anything. Whatever is in your phone, you renew anything of 9 years. So that you are 1 year, you renew 1 year. Look, now, where is not coming for you?
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Marker. This is Mr. King from Market County.
Go ahead, sir.
You know, the gentleman in studio is making some points. But when he talks about unification, and it's not supposed to be recognized or something because at school, the rice prices up, all these different things. Well, I don't think anybody wants to turn down school. I don't think anybody wants to pay higher price for rice. All I think is, if you don't unify, how do you get to a place as a group? Then the other the parties is disappointing Mr. Workers' government. If you have a new government coming, at least be reasonable enough. Give a certain amount of time, like 3 months, not 6 months. You continue and start seeing the difference. But if you stop looking at things the way it is now, I don't think you're going to leave this government at all, even if they're doing well. Thank you for taking my call.
Okay, let me take 2 more and then that will be it. Good morning.
Good morning, my God. And let's say good morning to the talking the Yoko. This is the voice of Nobody E. Josh. Big brother, let me say thank you. Sometimes some of us, we have observed for the past government from Malawi, the administration up to now, speaking about unity and us. We are getting to the point that the same people that are pushing the unity message are the same people undermining the unity of this country. They are confusing the common ordinary Liberia. I sat during the 2023 election and spoke of spoke about administration that will prioritize people coming on board with expertise and love for our country. But let me say that the same thing that the other guys did back, like the same thing that the other guys are doing. Even with the fight against drugs, what are fight against are the same people that are on this page and at the same time incorporating drugs and taking it in the substance. Even taking it in the substance in this fight.
The LDA said none of the agents is on drugs. But when you are tested of it, you will be disrobed and dismissed.
The LDA has said that on the reality level, when it's doing this drug test, what independent body that is doing this drug test? Currently, there is no independent body that is doing this drug test. The decision of whatever result that it is the result that they publish. And I can see this clearly.
Anyway, they say you still question the independence.
Now let me tell you the funny manner in which the jobs are being transported. There are girls, there are little girls and boys around the system with bag hanging on them. If you check these bags, there are transport on you. We are on the street and we are observing these people. But the government has not fought or holistic fight against the drug. Even though they have come out and said that this is not emergency against drugs.
No, but thank you. Let me just squeeze in the last quarter. Please use 30 seconds quickly. Thank you.
Good morning and thank you, Maka, and good morning to the Honorable Mr. Yoko. I'm listening to Mr. Yoko. I think Mr. Yoko supported the Unity Party to come to power. And I want you to just understand, if the government takes a seat, you cannot judge that government or you cannot expect to go to the event 3 months or little work 3 months. I think Mr. Yoko to think twice, get government, I think up to 6 months. And then you need to evaluate the government as well as the president. For 2 years, let's look at this way. We president, we have administration. A lot of people put the rest. I don't know how to then we are was 6 months. We expect the Unitarian government to come in and say, oh, the rest you go. It doesn't remember. It's competitive for the people. So you go understand. You support the government and you give the government attention, you give the government time. And the government deliver again, show you.
Okay, the government will deliver. 30 seconds, privilege. Go ahead.
Maka, thank you this morning for the privilege this morning to phone on the platform this morning. And this is the voice of Joseph Kokomi, and I call this morning from the city of Kingsville. Maka, one question is it Yoko that supported CC on the Amani people up there?
No, this. No, I'm not sure.
No. I'm from Kingsville. I'm from Kingsville.
But Maka, the issue of unification is indeed a process. Beyond that, people, when you do conflict resolution, they talk about identifying and you problem and what have you. So for somebody to just just say and just conclude that probably this administration coming to power or to just be brilliant. But Maka, you were here for the last 6 years. We went to the election in the parliament. There are people on the outside that do not say the leader Maka is the president. This demonstration, the former prayer as the president. Where are we going? We need to be real and stick to our position as administration. As administration, after 15 years today, on this current administration, we see that we go there, to so that people begin to appreciate, read the sentiment, and want to promote everything that current administration doing. You cannot take 90 days to judge this administration. No, let's be real and get this administration problem. And 1 year, 1 year simple, then you get people to judge this administration matter.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Yoko, you just use 2 minutes, please.
Let me start with the last person. You know the story about Animal Farm. When the animal was being treated bad by Mr. Jones, they went together. They all said, let's fight and remove Mr. Jones. And before they went to the fight, they said, they made laws. They said, no animal should kill another animal. No animal should lie down on bed. No animal should do this. When they got Mr. Jones or the animals then who were in power animals that are in power to change their tone now. They came up with new rules. They said animal can lie down on bed, but there will be no bed sheet. Animal can kill another animal, but there should be reason. Animal can trade, but there should be reason for which to trade. What I'm trying to say in short, in Liberia, when it's in the present situation, when it's in their favor, they look for all reasons to defend that. The same thing they were speaking against when they are in position. That dragon slayer now become a dragon. It means the person that killed the dragon in the community trying to act like the dragon now. When Madam Sedi was speaking against nepotism, favoritism, when she had opportunity to serve government, she brought children into power, she brought all of people into power. And when they asked Madam Sedi on the radio, why is it that you bringing your family and children into power? You know what she said? I was not speaking against people bringing their own people to power. I was speaking against people who are bringing their own people to power who are not educated. That was the excuse you were giving. That's the same thing we found ourselves today. I am not saying I'm totally judging this government for 90 days, but the government in the 90 days, they started doing missteps already. If you would tie a rubber band in 90 days, you will start holding the rope of the rubber band. Then I will know that after 5 years, you will tie that rubber band. But in fact, you're not even holding the rubber band, you're trying to squeeze the rubber band to cut the rubber band. Then as she start praising you, I'm telling you today, Maga, if this government do well, I will praise this government. And I'm not the kind of person who want to support the government and the government does wrong, I support them. I'm not the kind of person who if I support a leader and the leader is doing the wrong thing, I support it. In Liberia, people got bad culture syndrome. In the culture syndrome, they say, when I support a person, they do wrong, I will not talk it. I'm not like that. I work with Reverend Luther Tapper, who is the chairman of the Unity Party. I work at his school. He pays me every month. So I could have said, let me keep quiet because the way I'm talking against Unity Party, Reverend Luther Tapper will take me from his school. But I'm not that kind of person. I believe that I'm like a swing door. When you think you're closing me inside, you're opening from outside. So I'm not afraid of these things. I know other people, because they are defending their government, they will be able to fight us, they'll be able to go against us, they'll be able to tell us all these things that they are telling us. But we will not rest until Liberia can become the Liberia we want. We will not rest until people can do the thing we wanted to do in this country. So President Bouaka, please remove that foreigner that you put in power because he's related to your special political advisor. If you cannot remove that man, we will have a serious contention in this country because we, the young people who find ourselves in sports, don't support that idea. We will fight against it until we remove that man. He deserves no job in this country in our position. Thank you.
Okay, I don't know why the mic is breaking. Thank you so much for coming through this morning. Milton Yoko is our last segment guest, former representative candidate of district number 6, Montserrado County. Well, we'll be here tomorrow again with another edition of the show. It's been a wonderful time here this morning. Today is National Unification Day. Let's go and reconcile with the people that we have issues with. Let's reconcile the country and move forward. My name is Marka Davis. O'Neil Roberts is here on the team. Rachel Lucining has been behind the cameras, bringing us live on Real TV. Do have yourself a wonderful Unification Day. Bye.